So let us now proceed to the sub-secondary classification. So if we say sub-secondary classification, it is concerned only in 6 fingers. The finger number 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9. Or the right and left index finger, right and left middle finger, and right and left ring finger. So, in index finger, if it has a 1 up to 9 ridge count, it has a symbol of letter I. And if it has a 10 or more ridge count, it has a symbol of letter O. So, what is I and O means? So here, I, it is represents lower ridge count, and O for the higher ridge count. So let's go back. In the middle finger, if it has a 1 up to 10 ridge count, it has a symbol of letter I. And if it has an 11 or more, it has a symbol of letter O. In ring finger, if it has a 1 up to 13, it has a symbol of letter I. And if it is 14 or more, it has a symbol of letter O. So, let us now proceed to the problem. So, this is an ulnar loop in the right index finger. So, it has a ridge count of 11. So, if we look back, it has a symbol of letter O because it is 10 or more. So, I wrote letter O here. And in the left hand of index finger, this is an radial loop and it has a 10 ridge count. So it has a symbol of letter O again. So I wrote letter O at the bottom. And let us now proceed to the right middle finger. This is a radial loop and it has a 12 ridge count. So if we look back, it has a symbol of letter O because it is 11 or more. So I wrote O here. And in the left hand middle finger, it has a ridge count of 9. And this is an ulnar loop. So if we look back, it has a symbol of letter I because it has only 9 ridge count. And in the middle finger, if it is 1 up to 10, it has an I symbol. So I wrote I here. And lastly, in the ring finger. In the right ring finger, this is a radial loop and has a ridge count of 13. So, if we look back, it has a symbol of letter I because it is 13. And according to the symbol, if it has a 1 up to 13, it has a symbol of I. So, I wrote I here. And in the left hand, in ring finger, this is an ulnar loop and has a ridge count of 14. So, if we look back, it has a symbol of letter O. So, I write O here. And this is now our sub-secondary classification. So, let us now proceed to the major division. Ganun pa rin. Right thumb is the numerator and left thumb will be the denominator. And we have a table here. It has a symbol of small. This is for left. it has a symbol of small if it has a ridge count of 1 up to 11, medium if 12 to 16, and large if 17 or more ridge counts. And for the right thumb, it has a symbol of small if it has a 1 up to 17 ridge count, 18 to 22 ridge counts is medium, and 23 or more is large. But remember that major division always started to the left thumb, or it will always start in the denominator. And remember also that major division is concerned in right and left thumb. So we will proceed to the problem. So as I said, major division always started to the left thumb. So we will start at the denominator or at the bottom. So we have here radial loop. It has a ridge count of 24. So we will look for its symbol at the table 1. It is 24. So it is clearly that it has a symbol of large. So I wrote a capital letter L. And next is for the right thumb. We have here the ulnar loop, and it has a ridge count of 16. So we will look for its symbol at the table 2. So it is clear that it is belong to the small because it is 16, and for the small it is 1 up to 17. So I wrote a capital letter S. And this is our major division. But what if, in this case, what if the numerator is bigger than the denominator? The answer is, we will look for its symbol both in table 1. Why? Because for them to be constant. So let us find its symbol. Let us start at the denominator. This is a radial loop that has a ridge count of 14. So if we look to the table 1, it is medium because it is 14, and in the medium is 12 up to 16. So we will write a capital letter M. And let us proceed to the right thumb. This is a radial loop and has a 23 ridge counts. And still, we will look for its symbol at that table 1. And it is clear that it belongs to the large symbol. So we will write a capital letter L. And now, this is our major division. So for now, let us proceed to the final division. For the final division, it is only applied to the little fingers. And still, right hand will be the numerator and left hand will be the denominator. So, how to perform bridge counting? So we have an example here. Plain word. So the delta will be located here in the core at the middle. In bridge counting, you will draw an imaginary line, and those imaginary line will be the ridge count. So let's count 1, 2, 3, and 4. It has a ridge count of 4. And in case if it is in left hand, the delta will be here in the core, still at the middle. So the line is 1, 2, 3. So we have a ridge count of 3. And overall, we have the final division of 4/3. And that's it, and I hope you learned something in this video.